Guys, Need for Speed Unbound might be nearing the end, unfortunately. Now obviously this isn't confirmed. Now this is what I mean. This is a picture which has been published on the PlayStation Store, and the first thing which you see is the font which doesn't match the Need for Speed Unbound font. This is very clearly Need for Speed Most Wanted's font, possibly teasing the final update of Need for Speed Unbound. Because Need for Speed Unbound is what, 2 years old now, at the beginning of December this year. And usually games are what, 2 to 3 years from when they get a sequel. Now as you can see, all this is basically showing the previous updates. This is like what the game was before, with just ASAP Rocky's vehicle, and then the big updates started coming in with the Underground update, the latest police or hot pursuit update, and this is obviously the Underground update as well. But what exactly is this supposed to mean? Now obviously when they announced the whole Kaizen program, they talked about obviously bringing us one final big update before, well, the next game. We had Underground, which was also an immensely popular game, and even still to this day. We had Hot Pursuit, which is okay, as well as other great updates themed on all the Need for Speed games. Most Wanted is turning 20 years old next year, which is crazy to think about. Like, holy shit, the time has flown by. It's insane. This is a really old picture. You could have seen this at the start of Need for Speed Unbound. It's not a new picture. Now let's talk about what this means for Need for Speed Unbound. Now obviously Forza Horizon 5 is also on its last legs. It's getting a bit old now, and just like what Need for Speed is doing over here with adding an Ultimate Collections pack, which means you get everything from all the previous updates. So if you missed anything, you get everything when you buy this collection pack, which is crazy. And if I'm correct, you can upgrade for about $15, and you can buy the entire thing for about $80. Now Need for Speed Unbound is doing the exact same thing Forza Horizon is doing. It's making you able to get everything from previous updates because the game is finished. It's done. There's no need to keep hooking players because the next game might be near. I mean, we're possibly what, 9 months away or 11 months away from the next game being announced, which is kind of crazy to think about. I mean, I remember this game coming out like it was yesterday. It is insane. And Volume 8 is also finished. Like, the timer is done. It's already supposed to be replaced with a new update. Now, there isn't a timer for when the next update is, and we haven't received any news on the next update. So this tells me it's going to be something big. They need more time to produce probably the biggest update yet in Need for Speed Unbound for like a big finale, you know. Now this Ultimate Collection pack is supposed to come out for everybody the 29th of October. Now could that possibly also hint to when they're gonna give us some more information about the future of this game? Is it gonna get a year 3 set of updates? I don't think so personally, because there's nothing really you could add much more. Because if they decide to add a Need for Speed Most Wanted update, I mean, just think about it. What is that gonna add to the game which we don't have already? We already have cops from this update. We already have drag racing, drifting, and yeah, that's basically all. The only thing I could think about which they can add is maybe 2 highly requested vehicles from that game which we haven't seen for years. The only real thing they could add is possibly like a little type of blacklist where you can play it and get rewards. We don't really know yet. Hopefully they are gonna let us know very soon about what's the future for this game and possibly what's the next update about. But let's talk about the second thing. I know this might be a bit ballsy to claim and say, and this might age very poorly, but like I said earlier in the video, Need for Speed Most Wanted is turning next year 20 years old. So that's the perfect opportunity for them to announce or release a remaster. Because just think about it. Now when Need for Speed Unbound came out, there was a certain mission near the end where you had to deliver the M3 GTR. And at the end, if you listen carefully, they talked about Razor or some dude wanting his car back. And he just got out of prison.
What's up? Want to do one more before the race?
One more for the road, huh?
Why not?
So we liberating another car from Alex's collection?
No, not this time. Just got a weird call.
Not a good start.
From someone calling themselves the Blacklist.
Sounds ominous.
Wants us to pick up an M3 GTR. He said be prepared for lots of heat.
One isn't there. Drop me the pin and I'll head there now.
You got it. Hey, nice work. The client's really happy we got that car for them.
Maybe because I've done a lot of these, but you know, I got a weird sense I'd done this in a past life or something.
I found out some background on this one.
Oh yeah?
Some guy just got released from jail and the first thing he wanted was this car.
Well, he's got it now.
Hopefully that's the last we hear from him. He sounded like he meant business.
I feel like we're living on the razor's edge with some of these collections.
So that already hinted very early on that we might be getting a Need for Speed Most Wanted remaster really soon. Now hopefully this is true because what, 4 years ago we got a remaster of Hot Pursuit. That we don't really care about that. it's not as fun as many other games which they can remaster. Underground would also be really good. And there are modders already working on like a type of ray tracing mod for these older games. The community really wants a Most Wanted remaster. That's the most requested thing we want as a Need for Speed fan. We want that. And the fact they're starting to reuse this font is definitely showing that they are busy. So they might be using it on something much bigger than just promotional shit for Need for Speed Unbound's last update. I mean, just look at this. This is very clearly Need for Speed Most Wanted's font. I mean, just... yeah, it's obvious. Now let's take a look what you get for purchasing this Ultimate Collection thingy. The Audis from, I think, Volume 6, you get the Mustang Dark Horse from the previous update and M3. This is basically all you get. Now, obviously, when Kaizen was announced, the first update was all about Audi and adding Audi back, and then we got all the Audis back. That's why we have 3. But from there on, as you can see, we only get 2 cars. This, of course, being the latest updates cars. You do get all the vanities and everything from the Speed Pass as well. Everything premium, everything that was locked. You get everything. The full shebang, you get everything. Now, obviously, before all of this, you got the Palace Edition as like the upper tier one. And you only got cars. But you didn't get anything related with the Speed Pass. But also, with the Ultimate Collection pack, you get those weird packs which I added very early on before the whole Kaizen thingy. With the Polestar, the Mini, the Swag pack as well. The first one, I think, with the weird Mustang and the digital screens. You get that as well. You even get the keys to the map. I don't know what that is, but it's something to do with the map. You get that as well. And if you buy that, you get Volume 9's Premium Speed Pass. Now, Volume 9 is the next update. So, we might hear something on the 29th, hopefully, fingers crossed, about Volume 9. It's most likely going to be a Most Wanted update because why not? It's the most requested remaster, it's the most loved game that and Need for Speed Heat. And yeah, that's basically everything that was like revealed accidentally. It is now officially obviously shown and revealed on EA's website, so you can take a look for yourself there. And read more in depth about the details and shit. If you're interested in buying the Ultimate Collections pack. I'm really excited for the next update of this game. If it's going to be Most Wanted. I'm still not sure what they're going to add like gameplay wise to the game. Or even vehicles, because we already have the M3 GTR. But yeah, after this update I do really think there isn't going to be anything that's going to come major like content and stuff. So this is gonna be the end, folks. This is the end of Need for Speed Unbound. maybe we'll see a additional car just being added every, I don't know, couple of months for us to customize and stuff, so the game doesn't just die down. But there isn't going to be any speed bars and stuff. If you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys agree with me, consider leaving a like and a subscribe. It's free, and yeah, if you want to see more of my videos. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video.